I am Grace Hall. I go to First Lutheran Church. We live in Pittsburgh, PA. I am 10.
It would be interesting to talk with you about reconciliation. You have an interesting story to tell because of the kind of life you live, especially having a divorced home. Just tell me a little bit about what your life has been like so far.
All I remember is that I had an awesome playroom. There was a door, and it was a really tiny door, like it was like a 3-foot door, and it opened up into this really small room, and my dad and my mom used to come and play with me, and they could barely fit in, so they always had to crawl around. It was really fun.
And how old were you when you lived there?
4.
Tell me what you remember as being wonderful about living together with your mom and your dad in the same place.
I don't really remember anything.
No?
No, not really.
Sometimes it seems like you really miss living together in the same house, both your mom and your dad together.
I do, but that's because, I want to know how we would live together. I never really experienced that, or I did, but, I was really small, so I don't really remember.
Your dad says that he remembers it, and one of the things that he told me about is that he felt really sad because there was a time when your mom and your dad, they were sitting in 2 different pews.
Oh, yeah! My mom always sat in the one to the far left, and my dad always sat to the one with the far right, and I wanted to sit in the one in the far middle.
You live in 2 houses.
Yes.
You're a 200% kid.
Correct.
And when you're over here, you live with a dad and a stepmom who are both pastors. Being that you live with 2 pastors over here, we talk a fair amount about religion.
Yes,
and about
we do.
church,
yes,
and the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
What kinds of stuff do you think we talk about the most?
Probably after on Sunday, you talk about what happened, and then you end up saying, I really like that. Well, I really did.
What do you think our hopes are for what your faith is going to be like?
Going to church every Sunday. Cleaning the cat litter every Tuesday. Eating every day.
Well, we know why eating every day is important. We know why cleaning the cat litter is important. But why do we want you to go to church?
Probably to learn and to forgive yourself for mistakes that you've made in your life.
Over at your mom's, tell me about what church is like with her.
We don't usually go to church if it's a normal Sunday, but if it's Easter or something like that, then yeah, we'll go.
So you're growing up, again, like a 200% kid, and you've got one house that thinks that faith and practicing your faith and going to church is really important, and you've got another house that you go to church maybe once a year or so. How do you reconcile that in yourself? How do you put those 2 really different pieces together and make it work?
Since I go here every week, and I go at my mom's house not really every week, I think that it's okay, sort of, because if I go to church one week and then skip it the other week, and then go the next week, it's 1 week I can go and 1 week I don't go, but I still get it. I still understand what's happening, and I still have a good community at the other church.
You have a mom and a dad and even a stepmom. All of us kind of want you to turn out kind of like us.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question I'm asking about reconciling is that your mom really hopes that you turn out a lot like her, and your dad hopes you turn out a lot like him. And you've got a very different set of values. And so how are you going to put that together?
I might do one off, one on, one off, one on, but the 4th week of Advent or Christmas I'll go, or Christmas Eve I'll go, or Easter I'll go, or some sort of holiday I'll go. But other than that, I'll do off and on and off and on and off. I have a lot of friends there, and their cookies. And I like seeing all the artwork inside the church,
Mm-hmm.
like in different ways, like in the metal, or in the wood, or in the stained glass, or like even on the floor in the tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so when you eventually want to find a church, what are you going to look for?
A good community, nice people, nice artwork, and nice pastors, and I want nice pastors with amazing sermons.
What's an amazing sermon?
Really detailed, happy but sad. You can see it in the church.